Hi guys, Steel Sky, and I have the nice, wonderful Arnie in. Uh, Today's been a day because mom decided she wanted to try and walk, and she cannot. She's non-weight bearing, so that means she can stand up. She can be standing up behind a walker, and down she goes. Um, and I have no problem lifting her to move her from the bed to. We have a what's called a geriatric chair, a Jerry chair, and it's basically a thin, lightweight recliner, and it's on wheels. Cool, no problem. I got her in it. I get her in it, and set her up for TV, breakfast, all that fun stuff. And
Yeah.
today she decided she's going to try and walk. That doesn't work. She cannot walk, but she doesn't remember that she cannot walk. So if she went to stand up, she would end up either falling or face planting. I don't know which. I don't want to find out. And got her in bed, got her to the bed, got the chair set up. Pick her up. Hi, Randy. I got her up. And she just drops all of her weight. So I literally am backing up while I'm sitting her on the floor. And I could not do it. I tried getting her to stand up while before she slid down, didn't work. So I just said, forget it. Sat on the corner of her old bed and called and said, help! She's fallen and can't get up. They were very nice about coming in, lifting her up. The ambulance was going to do a check over. Unfortunately, the lady that was going to come in and check, she apparently is highly allergic to cats. She came in the front door. She came into the actual house, and they said, "There's a cat in there." She goes, "Yep." She ran, and the other guy was like, "I said, if you want to come in, that's fine." I said, "I understand y'all guys. It's protocol." And he's like, "Yeah, no." I was like, "Okay," because my little clinger kitten has adopted mom. I no longer have this cat unless mom is up. Which is fine. Hello,
Yeah.
Brandon. I'm sorry it's been a long day for you, bud.
So she's sleeping with mom.
Yeah, she literally the way mom sleeps with her knees together and her legs bent. So she sleeps like that. And Wendy has the corner. I heard from him a few days ago. He saw an ad on TV for mental stuff for the elderly. I'm like, I literally sent back, no, she's on hospice. She's not getting better. It boiled down to, your mom's on hospice. She's not getting better. Deal with it, because I'm not going to go try all this whatever. And so, yeah. And I only have $1 on the pardon, on the account that I talked to him back and forth with, and I may have $1.50, and it's 25 cents an email. So
yeah,
he's out of luck for a minute, which I'm fine with, because we've made it halfway through the month, and I haven't lost my temper. I have not cussed people out, though I won't guarantee that won't happen. And we're just going to go from there. But I have 2 blankets I'm working on. I've got a dishcloth in my hand right now that I just started yesterday or this morning. But I got 2 blankets that are on the last skein or ball, and then
Yeah.
I'm done with them. One of them is that chunky yarn I've had, and I don't have. It's a.
That was
That's
my
not me.
phone.
Fixing to say that's not me, and that's a medium dark purple. So. Yeah, well, that happens. I refuse to go to our Whataburger here in town because um they messed up my order, and their attitude, she was touching my food with bare hands. So that's a no. And then when the night shift came in, she had claws that long. Okay. And most of them, 15, 17-year-old kids, just barely able to work. But when you come in and say, well, F you this, F that, this, and they happen to be black so they can get away with the N word. And it's like, excuse that. No. I told Mater, yeah, I'm not coming back here. I said, if I do, I'm going through drive-through, getting one thing and getting out. We are not coming in to sit down and eat anymore because that's just no. Whataburger is really good. I like them. I used to work for Burger King, so I know how frustrating they can be. But Whataburger is a wholesome restaurant. It's a family thing. And that is completely against anything I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like that, even when I worked fast food. So if I go back there, it's because I'm going into work and they're going to shut up and leave me alone, and they won't like it. And the manager probably won't like it either. But do you think I care? So, yeah. Unfortunately, it's getting more and more common that if you're a customer at retail, you are more likely to be cussed out and there's a higher chance of you getting your food spit in at fast food places now than there was 4 or 5 years ago. And if it happens to be a crew of colored people of any race and you're white, that ups your chances of getting contaminated or treated like crap. So, this is going to sound bad, but you can trace the timeline. If you go back before George Floyd, there was Trayvon in Florida. And I want to say his last name was Mitchell, but I don't remember. But around the time that he was brutally he was unalived is when it started that it was the fault of the cops, specifically the white cops. And then when George Floyd happened, that made it worse. So And the entire thing has not stopped. So, people are saying, oh, there's white privilege. If you're white, you don't get discriminated against. There's no racism against whites. They have completely flipped the script on racism.
Yeah,
definitely. There used to not be racism against whites. Now, it seems to be the only one that I am seeing discriminated against. And when I have to go back to work because, she needs round the clock care, and it needs to be more medical based than what I can do, then yeah. That'll be, they're here, I'm going to work. And I don't know that I'll be able to find a job because I'm white. And that's the unfortunate truth of what's going on right now. And y'all guys, believe me or don't, but go look up the stats. All right. One little hair is coming loose and tickling. Hey, Elaine. Aw. Yeah, Wendy got in trouble. We got Mom up Tuesday for just to get her up for the day. And I had a comforter, it's a reverse comforter. So it's completely black on one side, and then it's what's called the buffalo plaid, so the red and black, and there was a picture of a moose and a bear and stuff like that. It was what my son picked it out. So, I
gotta feel like that.
Yeah. And we brought it. It was put on her, brought in here with her in the living room. She was covered. I got it. Started straightening it up. Wendy decided to mark her territory.
Oh no.
She did not like being picked up in the middle of taking a pee and dropped in the litter box. He didn't like that. And that's out there in the washer. I'll check it tomorrow and dry it, but I might do it tonight after I get out and get done. But yay. This is where I'm at right now. It's a gray, and the blue you see is a variegated yarn. So I had a bunch of little bitty balls. So I'm going in and I combine them into one small cake, getting that done because I need to redo this. And then I'm going to, I know early Saturday morning, I've got to move this yarn because we got people coming in to help me with the her bed. And when they go to help me with her bed, he's getting the shelves here. So I'm literally, this black shelf is going to go. I'm going to turn you. This white shelf is going to go. This white shelf. All those. And where the ombre yarn is. All those shelves are going to go. I'm keeping the yarn. But these black shelves are actually going to go over there. And I'm going to clear some floor space behind me for storage. So that I can get stuff. Oh, I don't need this, right now, but I might need it. So we can stick it in a tote box here and go. Or I've got those folding crates. Do the same thing. And if I have to, I can just build a wall up there of crates. And Scout is mad at me because she doesn't have any food in her bowl. But if I give her food, then the other two cats decide that they're hungry and her food is an option. And so Scout's in there pacing because she's trying to find food and she doesn't have any. I will give her some tonight before I shut the door. But right now, cats don't need to be eating her food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to go find... I've been needing to find a battery charger for a few days because apparently I left the car door open or something just a little bit, and it drained the battery. So. But I hopefully can find one that Michael did not improve on. If not, then come Saturday, I'm going to have my friend's husband jump my car. Okay, I lied. I'll be right back. Somebody is right there.
Uh-oh.
Time to go outside. Come on. Come on. Nope. This way. Come on, Pop. Go.
And Layla's in her kitty bed, snoozing away there. Taking a nap.
Go, baby girl.
And other than that, I've been munching on grapes here.
Go. Move, cat. All right. Dog left the puddle. And Cat decided she had to come out there because I'm out there where the food is. That's okay. Yeah, you know. Okay. No. Great crack. Okay. Dog's happy. She left a puddle and then she ran out back, so she hopefully left landmines out back. And she's in here chowing down. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, but if I don't feed her now, then we're going to end up with sick dogs. So, yeah. What you been up to, Arnie?
Yeah, not too much.
Yeah. I just been dealing with hospice with her for the past few days, so making sure she's okay, everything's set, getting the they came last Tuesday, the sign last Monday, and Tuesday the nurse came, we started discussing stuff. Wednesday I was here. Thursday the nurse came again and discussed some more about what she needed, what she didn't need, and got set up to get her medical equipment in, and that came Monday, which we had what's called a transfer chair and it's basically a wheelchair about yay wide, little bitty.
Yeah.
Pick her up, put her in it, and then take her and put her. At that time, it was put her in her chair. But since I've got the Jerry chair, her chair went bye-bye. And it will be going to the dump on Saturday. I'm going to get rid of it, and I don't care. So, but we have a bed, we have the Jerry chair, and I have a oxygen machine because her oxygen intake, they want you at 100%. Doesn't always work. Thursday was at 92. I said, that's good. It's above 90. She said, above 80 is good.
So you got one of these big concentrators.
Yeah. I've got it. I haven't used it because at this point, she does not need it.
Yeah.
And because now Friday, she did take a fall because this was before we got all the equipment in. She decided that she's going to stand up and walk. She is non-weight bearing. She cannot hold herself up. So what I have to do, what I was doing, all right, Randy, get some sleep and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye, Randy.
I have a desk chair that y'all guys have seen in the back room. I brought that in here. That's why I'm filming up front instead of in the back like I was. I brought that into her room, and it's perfect height to go from her bed to the desk chair to bring it in here to put her in her chair. So that's what I was doing is I was going from bed to chair to chair. And and I would put the walker in front of her to kind of remind her not to get up and go anywhere. I got up to go to the bathroom and she decided, I'm going. Nope, down she goes. So had to call him for a pickup on that. And because of me dealing with the hospice and everything, and it's all a new situation with that, with me, I'm already stressed. And then add this and have to deal with the firefighters and the EMS. And one of the firefighters was trying to bully me into getting her admitted because he's like, we shouldn't have to come out here and pick her up. If it's this constant of us having to come pick her up, she needs to go in a home. And I'm like, I'm tired. I'm stressed. And guys, I was actually crying that night. Hey, Bill. And I told them tonight, I said, if she has another fall and I have to call the y'all guys out again, if this one guy comes in, he's going right back out. I said, why? I said, because he has not met I said, he hasn't met me when I'm not stressed. I said, he's about, and pardon my French, he's about to meet the bitch because I'm done. With everything I've got going on and everything I have to get done, I don't need that stress of someone being a judgmental butthole, which is exactly what he's doing. So, yeah, as soon as I get done here, start cleaning some stuff up, and tomorrow morning, I've got a basket and a half because you can kind of see that white basket right there. That's full of clean laundry. I just need to get it put up.
Yeah.
Whoops. Haven't done that yet. And so I'm going to fold pants and shirts and stuff. And then tomorrow, take them in there and put her. No, this is actually a firefighter who is being a butthole. Because his mom is about 160 pounds, non-weight bearing. So, I can stand her up here and I may be able to wiggle her a couple of feet to get her into it, get her from like chair to bed or back and forth. But she keeps trying to walk on her own and she can't do it because her body will not hold her up. So I've had to call the fire department out, unfortunately, what I consider too many times. And had to call him on Friday. And this one guy has come out here. It's been this one particular man multiple times. And he was basically, he said he's tired of coming out here to get her put into the pit to lift her up. So he's about to meet me when I'm going to be a total and complete bitch. I don't like being that person, but I will be that person because I will not be mistreated.
Yeah.
And I am tired of it. So that's all there is to it. But I've got to go through and I've got stuff I've got to clean out of the closet in her room. I've got clothes I've got to bag up so they can be taken care of. And then once I get moved from one room to the other Saturday, I will start moving my clothes into one of her closets because she has two in there. One of them, she's going to share space with me. And the other one is going to be Mater's. I'm literally, all of his stuff is going to be thrown in there, stuffed in there, tied up, put in bags and put up wherever. I'm at that point. I've got to get this done. I have basically a month and a half to go. A little over. And cleaning out the tops of the closets is not a priority, but it's getting still I have got to get everything out of there. So that's the thing. And I haven't decided how I want my bed. But I'm going to have them. I have a 30-gallon tote full of Pyrex. That's going to come in here, right behind where I'm sitting. I actually have two totes, two 30-gallon totes. One is completely full of Pyrex. And the other one has other stuff in it that will, I doubt will be used right now. But I can literally bring them in here. Yeah, I know. And put them where this black shelf is, and because they used to be in here. But once my son moved out, they went in the back room, and now when Money was staying down here, they came from the back room to Mom's room, and now they went from one area to another. So I've got to get all this clean, at least maneuvered, so we can get stuff where it needs to be. And I'll throw all the yarn in the bag and deal with it later, because I'll put it's going to go up front. And so Yeah, I have a box. I cleaned out 2 shelves on the bookshelf. It is a box of old Reader's Digest, children's prayers, and religious books, but they are falling apart. Meep meep, Roadrunner. I
Hey,
was
Road.
running late, so we didn't start till 7. And he's okay. He's probably a little pissed at me, but he saw an ad and I said, no, I'm not trying that. I'm not doing that. Your mom is here. She's not going to get any better. Deal with it. And that was, pardon. I think that was Monday. I'm not worried right now because I've got other things to do. I have it where mom is set up and she can kind of chill in there. And I know I've got a chair in there. I think I'm thinking about I'm going to get rid of it because it's, it was here before I was and it works, but it's so dusty and dirty. I don't know how it works. But I have to get that one area cleaned out specifically so that, cause I have a tote box that's got to go. It's got to go with, my friend Saturday so that it can be, given to one of the ladies at church so they can get hats and, cause they're going to use it for hat storage. Yeah, that too. And eventually, I'm going to get one of the trailers fixed and get something that I can actually haul a trailer with and start clearing stuff out of the backyard. Because I got a lot of junk back there. And yeah, I know Mater wants to keep a lot of it, but because I can do this with it, I can do that with it. Okay, well, you've had, there's a couple of things that you've had 20 years to do something with. And I'm not going to wait another 20 years for you to do something with it. So, and depending on what happens, I don't know what's going to happen with the guns right now. So that's where we're at. Oh, for those of you that missed it, I have 2 blankets that are on the last skein of yarn and they are done. One of them is going to stay specifically in mom's room. The other one is, it's going to take longer to work. No, they don't have to be turned in. They only have to be turned in if they were used in a crime. And his live stream that y'all guys saw, that one went with him. So that's the only one he lost right now. At this point in time, he still legally owns them, but because he's in jail, he doesn't have access to them. So they're kind of in limbo, which is fine because I can, I know someone that will write me up basically I would have power of attorney over him so that, and for the duration of his stay, his incarceration, whether it be city, state, or city, county, or state level. Cost me $250 to get that written up, but I get it written up and made sure that everything is how I want it done and says what I need it to say. Then I literally get about an hour and a half, and I go down there and say, I need this prisoner and I need your notary public.
Yeah.
And the notary will come out and I will explain to them, this, and this, and highlight where he needs to sign. They'll take it back there, talk to him, tell him what's going on, tell him where he needs to sign. And then, no, he will not be out for the holidays because he has a court date on the 29th. And I'll be honest, I doubt very much he will be out after that. Because right now, I have no place to store those. So, other than in the house. And if they're here and they're legally his, he cannot have access to them. Which I have an idea now. Thank you. It's not an easy idea, but it's doable. But yeah. Actually, there has been no change in his hand. They did not do any damage to it, so that's a good thing. But there's his pod or his area, his group has 24 people total is allowed in there. And he said they're almost full. So if somebody's sick, then everybody's going to get it. And once the last person gets it, it's going to go back around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not fun, but I'm hoping that I told him that while he's in there, he needs to start looking into anger management, because I can't deal with this again. I cannot deal with this again. And I will be honest, it will, with some of the decisions I'm going to have to make about his mom, right now he can override me because he is her last living biological relative. Even if he was like the fifth cousin 5 times removed, he could still beat me by telling me no. But some of the decisions I have to make, if he countermands them, I will take him to court over it. And if I take him to court, we're done. Because I don't know if any of y'all know, but I have said I do not believe in I believe in do not resuscitate. For me, bringing somebody back after they have already passed is just so that the family can get closure. And that's not right. In my opinion, it's not right. Because you're bringing their spirit back to a body of pain, and they don't need that. They need to be let go so they can go home and done. And one of the things I'm going to do, hopefully I can afford it before I'm 50, is I'm going to get do not resuscitate. I'm going to get DNR put here on one of my collarbones, so that if anything does happen, they know to leave me alone. Let it go. Yeah. But I'm going to get it up here, and I'm also going to get it on my arm. And if any employer asks me why I'm getting it, whose initials they are, it's not initials. It's a do not resuscitate. And, you know, I can always have DNR. I can put do not and resuscitate underneath it.
Yeah.
Because one of the things they do is they check for a pulse, and they normally go for the right, so I may get it on my right arm. But I could also get it on both. I don't know. But I will definitely have it up around my neck area, because if something happens and they have to transport me, they're going to have to go put a collar on here, unless I'm coherent enough to tell them not to. They will have to put a collar on. That means they will bring my shirt collar down and see. Yeah. A lot of people that are in their 40s and older just are, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to do that. I'm done. And I don't blame them. It's just, I'm at the point, you know, when I go, I'm done. Take me, burn me, and blow my ashes all over the place. I don't care. I'm done with it. I actually want my kids to go up in a helicopter and spread my ashes. Because, you know, it's not, that's it. I'm not even worried about it. Because at that point, I'm not here. So, but, you know, that's, like I said, that's my opinion and my beliefs. Some people have different, that's fine. She is Catholic, so I do need to get a priest out here for last rites, communion, and a rosary for her. And also find out about her funeral that she's got. Because according to him, everything's been done, set up, except for her casket. It's like, okay. And make sure I've got that.
I'm eating a banana.
He's after a sugar rush tonight, because he had some chocolate milk just a minute ago. I know, Bill. I have had 2 chicken patties, and that's all I've had. I had a couple of bites of ramen, but I tried something, it didn't work, and ooh, yeah, I couldn't eat it. So yeah, I just want to be. I don't even, you know, have my family get together, remember me. Y'all have fun. Oh, nice, Bill. I know you've been working on it. I'm actually down some. How much, I don't know, but I know a lot of it's because I'm stressfully not eating. And so, because I had bought some pants from Walmart, the exact same ones I've always bought, and I bought one pair, one size bigger, and it fit, but that was it. The others were the same size I had been wearing, and they were tight. So, yeah.
Probably the manufacturer where they came from.
Nope, same manufacturer, everything. So, no, I gained that much weight by not moving around all the time and doing stuff like I should have been. And now, because I'm so stressed about dealing with her and everything that I have to do with her, when I'm stressed, I don't eat. So I know I haven't been eating right. because I'll make her food for breakfast and lunch and dinner, and I'll have like 3 Cokes and the equivalent of a pack and a half of ramen for the entire day. And that's just me stressing. So but on one hand that's bad, but on another hand, if it stays as stressful, what do you use for protein, Roadrunner? Because you have the meats, the beef, the pork, the chicken. You have tofu. You've got peanut butter. Stuff like that.
Cottage cheese.
Yeah, cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, yes and no. If you can get the meal replacement drinks, like we have the Equate ones, and just go ahead and eat your breakfast and everything like you normally do. Get one of those and drink it, like, say you have lunch at noon, so from noon to 1 you're fine. Around 2:30, have one of those, because that will help. I mean, it's not. I'm not a dietitian, but I know it's helped me keep from getting sick, because there for a while I wouldn't eat any meat at all, but I also didn't supplement anything into my diet to take that place. And I talked to a dietitian, and they said, well, have you tried tofu? I said, no. And they gave me, okay. Yeah, Bill, I understand that. You can take, these are, here, let me go get one. Oh. 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 They're 11. This happens to be the Equate brand. I am not advertising for Walmart, but yeah. And it's 11 ounces. And you can hear it's pretty fluid. If you need thinner, then add milk to it. This happens to be chocolate, so you could add chocolate milk to it. They have a French vanilla. If you need it thicker, get ice cream. Or you could actually go get that protein powder, but the ice cream would thicken up because you use ice cream and this to make a shake. Because I've done that. This is one way. Let's see. This has 10 grams of protein per bottle. So that's a little bit. Not a lot, but and I've been watching Instagram. There are quite a few people out there that are doing high protein, low carb meal prep. So, you make like 8 or 10 burritos at a time. You use the protein enriched burrito wrap. You use and the ingredients you have a lot of protein. Peanut butter is a fat. I don't believe that lie. I do not believe that lie. But it also is a protein, because peanuts are protein. Now you may have to eat actual peanuts instead of peanut butter. But yeah. There, like I said, there are people I see them on Instagram. Ooh, okay. So, do you have problems with the liquids going in? Yeah, but butter definitely is fat. If you have a problem with the liquids going in, then that thicken it up or thin it out. Now the solid sitting there, I don't know how to help you on that because, like you said, there's a lot. Okay, so it's just the solids. You might try this or some of these. Make your own protein. Make your own shakes with protein powder. Yeah. My basis for a homemade shake is a cup of milk, a cup of yogurt, and I use regular vanilla yogurt. Now you can get the protein yogurt because there's yogurts out there that have protein added into them. The Greek yogurt is supposed to be really good about that, but I do ice cream, yogurt, and 2 bananas. That is my base for a shake. Okay, so you do protein shakes. Add a little bit more powder to it. That hopefully will help. But I can't do the protein shakes because I see the powder getting put in there and it just that's all I taste is powder. And that's with I've had Carnation breakfast drinks. I've had protein, like three or four different brands of protein shakes. I've put I've done a lot. So, but if I see powder going into a shake, I can't do it. I just can't. So, but that's a me thing, so don't worry about that. Yeah, it's just you may be able to take some recipes and make them in just like they did a taco burrito. So it's the ground beef and the seasoning and basically all the ingredients for a taco except he did do the lettuce and tomato. I don't know if you want to try it, but take that and put it into a blender and maybe add a little bit of neutral protein shake, not flavored protein powder to it, and see if that will go down. And then just over time, whatever food is being made in the house, take about a serving or two and blend it up. See if that works. Because I'm fixing to have to start doing that with her. Really don't want to, but
yeah.
I thank God I have an immersion blender so that I can literally take a bowl and go be done. But yeah, because they had her when she was in the nursing home, they had her on basically a thick liquid diet. So, but she's come home, she's eaten fine. I just have to, her pieces are about yay big around. That's it. She gets little bitty squares. Yeah. And
Oh.
Excuse me. Yeah, so because when I come in here and put the totes in here, I'll be able to move stuff around, clean stuff up, and get my gadgets out. Because I got a few of them that are put up that I can't use right now because I don't have room for them. No, I'll get a bowl and give her, like, we have the chicken patties. They're only about yay big around. Okay. I cut that into about a dozen pieces. The only trouble she gives me is when I go to lift her up, her left hand grabs either my elbow or the fat of my arm. I can't get her past here with her arm grabbing here, because otherwise I will break it. So what I have to do is as I go to reach under to stand her up, I have to put her arm up so she'll give me a hug. Yeah. The only problem I have is earlier today, literally about a little over an hour ago, I went to go put her to bed, and I got her out of the chair, stood up, got her step forward, and she just dropped all of her weight. Her knees could not hold her anymore. She was completely, she's non-weight bearing, but if I get her stood up straight, I can, she can shuffle to help me reposition her. And I didn't even get half a shuffle. So that's fine. I got her set. We have what's called a Jerry chair, a geriatric chair. It's a rolling recliner. I got her, she was right in front of that. I just very careful. My arms were like this. I just turned them like this and very carefully slid her down. But because of the chair being there, and she was right by her bed, and she tucked her leg, and her legs went half under the bed. I just went like 10 foot away, sat down. 911, what's your emergency? They came out, picked her up, got her kind of in the bed, and then I said the bed's movable. They moved the bed out, got her completely up there and centered. The only problem I had with that whole thing is they send out the fire department for the lift or the ambulance, but they also send an ambulance out to do a health check to make sure that they're okay. There was a male and female in the ambulance. The female apparently is highly allergic to cats. And Wendy has adopted Mom. My little Klingon, nope, she does not cling on to me. She clings on Mom. Mom's feet are like, these are her knees, so she sleeps like this.
Yeah.
At the end of the bed, Wendy is right here. And it's like I went to go straighten her out and check and make sure she was okay, any bruising or anything like that. Wendy, right up there. It's like, pick the cat up, move the cat. And I had Mom turned all the way over so I could check the intimate areas to see if there was any black and blue. The cat got right behind her back. I was like, I had to pick her up, move her, and then get Mom to lay down real quick. And I'm like, the words that want to come out of my mouth are not nice. The cats are giving me more trouble than Mom. But she tried to get up to walk today, and it's like, nope, back up. Put her TV tray, food tray. Yeah, that was what happened with when she went to the hospital and then the nursing home. She'd had 5 falls over the course of like 14, 15 days. No, something's wrong. We need to get her checked out. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. I know that if I put her in the hospital or in the nursing home, yeah, she'll get better. She'll get better, but it'll her lifespan will shorten. A lot of people that go into nursing homes or care facilities, however you want to call them, or even hospitals, because they're in a high germ environment, especially if they're elders, they're easily they're more susceptible to the germs floating around the hospital. It's easier for them to get sick, and that shortens their lifespan, especially if they're older.
Yeah.
And I know Mater and her husband were all, no, we're going to pass away here in the house. I'm like, okay, well, dad's gone. His dad's gone. That was before I ever met him. Mom is still here, and she kind of, oh, yeah, he got an infection. He got bad infection then. That's not good. And I'm sorry that he left that quick. Hopefully they were able to make it as painless as possible while he was in there. But if she tries to get up or get out of bed, because there's rails on the bed, if she tries to get out of bed and hits the floor, where she's going to where she unfortunately will be admitted, because that'll be the time that I can't do it. She will need more medical than I know what to do with. Do I want to do it? Nope. Is it going to happen? Probably. But I'm hoping that's a few years down the road. So. Yeah, that would have been my dad. He was, get your butt to work. I don't need you here. And then I would have gone out to work, and he would have gone, good night. But he was in a, yeah, Dad was in a rent-controlled facility. So he paid what he could while he was there, and rent-based facility. And it was, the older you are, or as you got older, they kind of checked on you a little bit more, made sure you were able to connect with your neighbors and stuff, so that if your health started declining, they were able to hopefully catch it before you passed. My dad got up, and he was doing his thing. He sat down. That was it. He was gone. So, hi, Leia. But
Hi, Leah.
Yeah, I'm actually running over because I normally leave after an hour. So it's been a minute. Pardon. I need to get some work done around here. I need to go deal with clothing. Deal with her comforter that the cat decided to mark up. Love my cat. Love my cat. Love my cat. No, we don't. do all the fold the clothes and move them around, and tomorrow morning before they come in to yeah. Honestly, I just don't want to do anything, but I need to get it done because I need to get stuff done so that I can get my bed moved and I'll be able to take care of Mom better. Because me sleeping, I'm like 40 foot from her, like 30 foot from her head. But if I can't hear her coughing and stuff in the middle of the night, then because I'm that far away, even with the baby monitor. Yeah, that's so. But I know I've got guys coming out on Saturday so we can get it done. I know I have to make sure I got a couple of things tucked away so they're out of the way. And I've got stuff in the bedroom I'm going to throw in a tote box, and it's going to hide in the back room. When it comes into Mom's room where I'm going to be at, I'll go through it. Some stuff I know I'm going to throw away.
Oof.
Pardon. But a lot of the stuff in Mater's cabinets and his dresser drawers and all that, his dresser drawers are just going to be back. Talk straight. Are going to be made sure everything's clean, bagged up, and thrown in the top of the closet.
What's the matter, Layla?
So that way I don't have to worry about worry about his stuff, because once the bed's out of there, it'll be a lot easier for me to get to his stuff, because the only thing I'll have to worry about is the dog. And by that time, she'll have moved into the other room with me, and I'll be able to take care of her in there. No, it's just me and Mom. I do have some people coming Saturday. They're part of my crafting group. What's going to happen is we're going to bag Mom's bed and take it outside, take it and put it in the truck. We're going to keep her frame, and I know a lot of people on here would be more than willing to help, and I really appreciate that. The one thing that I do have to let you say, Mom was born in 1937. So she lived through the last of the Depression, and she was raised by parents that lived through the Depression. So this is literally a hoarder house. I don't help with my yarn addiction. I admit that. I'm working on that. But I admit I don't help. And so I'm just so right now I'm getting stuff. I have I ordered 2 dog food containers. So they're the ones you put wheels on them, and you can put like 50 pounds of dog food in it. One of the boxes is like 2.5 foot tall, almost 3 foot tall. I have 2 55-gallon trash bags in that, and I'm filling it up. When I get the top one done, pull it up, take it outside, pull it up, and redo it. I'm keeping one in there to line it in case I put something in there that's liquid. But right now I'm just going through stuff. If I can get it out, I'm getting it out. If I can't get it out, then come Saturday, we're put the beds up there, put the beds in the truck. And okay, we're going to put the beds, her chair, and then I'm going to be like, okay, put this and this and this, and I need this in the truck, this in the truck, this in the truck, this in the truck. Because twice a month, free trash, you can take 1 carload or truckload. Now on the truckload, that's great because you can, as long as it doesn't fall out while you're driving, you can take it. So, I'm going to get everything I can and get it gone. Susan, are you Lee Bear? Leah Bear? But yeah, I'm working on it, and then I had a light bulb go out today, and oh gee, it's one of the old. Oh, I thought you were Susan that normally comes in here. I apologize. Your face, your picture is almost the same. But I busted one of the globes from the light in the living room. Thank God nobody was in there except me. That's okay. It's just, like I said, your picture looks the same, so we're good. But it is 10 after 8, and I normally run an hour. So we're going to let you guys go. No, it's not a bad thing. It's if I could borrow a truck on a Friday and have people come out and just help me, throw this in there, go, it would be great. But because I'm doing it piecemeal, then it's piecemeal. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And, if I have to, I'll pile a bunch of bags on the porch, and then they'll get put, then when the truck gets here Friday, they'll go out there. So, but that just depends on, what happens. Yeah, I'll see you in a week. So everybody have fun, stay safe, stay blessed. Arnie, your turn.
Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night and all that, and stay safe wherever you are.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.